Hello students, welcome to the 15th class in matrix algebra. So in this video lecture we are going to discuss a very important topic, that is a Jordan canonical form of a matrix, right? So we will look into the short tricks how we can calculate the Jordan canonical form quickly, and what is the beauty of this Jordan canonical form we'll study in this video lecture. So in order to start with the Jordan canonical form, so what is a canonical form? That is a easiest form of a matrix. And when we talk about the Jordan canonical form, and if I say we have a matrix A, right, and if I say B is the Jordan canonical form, then the beauty of the result is that B is always similar to A. So that is a symbol for similar. And we have already discussed what is the concept of similarity in the previous video lectures. So if the two matrices are similar to each other, there are lot of properties that will become same. That is, their eigenvalues will be same, characteristic polynomial will be same, minimal polynomial will be same, determinant will be same, trace will be same. Now how can we denote the Jordan form of A? Generally this is denoted as Jn lambda, and where n stands for the order of a matrix and lambda is the, that is a, just denote that it is a diagonal matrix, right? And we'll look into it that these lambdas are nothing but the eigenvalues, right? Now if I say j and lambda, so how can I make this Jordan form, Jordan block? So this is what, this is nothing but a Jordan block of order n, right? So this is a Jordan block of order n. So how can I make this Jordan block of order n? N means the matrix will be of size n cross n, right? And lambda will be the diagonal matrix, so it means all the diagonal entries will be lambda, right? And the super diagonal entries, they will be 1. Fine with this? The rest other entries will be 0. So that is the Jordan block of order n. So these one, they can be in the super diagonal also or the sub diagonal also. So in some standard books, few authors use this notation, and while other authors, they also use this notation, that is lambdas on the diagonals, right? And here it will be 0, and in the sub diagonals it will be 1. Rest others will be 0. So that is the way to represent the Jordan block of order n. So it can be made in this form also or this form also. But once you have started your question with one of this format, either the first one or the second one, so you have to continue the full question using that form only. Do not mix the two forms with each other. Now let me to take few examples so as to make the things more clear. So for example, if I say we have a matrix A, right, and it has two Jordan blocks. For example, if I say J23, here it is 0, here it is 0, here it is J32, right? So you may think that it is a matrix of order 2 cross 2, but no, this is not a matrix of order 2 cross 2. Clearly you should observe, then if I say what is J23, right? So it means the eigenvalue is 3, right? And the matrix is of order 2 cross 2. And we have learned above also, in the super diagonal it will be 1, other side it will be 0. Fine. Similarly, what is J32? So this is a matrix of size 3 cross 3, where the diagonal entries will be 2, 2, 2, and the super diagonal will be 1, 1, rest others will be 0. So the size of the A matrix is nothing but 5 cross 5. So it is a matrix of size 5 cross 5, and where other entries are 0, right? Let me to consider one more example. So if I say we have a matrix A, right, which has the Jordan blocks J22, 0, 0, and again J22. So what is the size of this matrix? The size of the matrix is clearly 4 cross 4, right? So you can easily make this matrix A. So if I say J22, what it will be? The diagonal entries will be 2, 2. The block is of size 2 cross 2. The super diagonal is 1. The other entries are 0. And similarly here also 2 on the diagonal, 1 on the super diagonal. Here it is 0, right? And rest other entries are 0. So A is a matrix which is of size 4 cross 4. But if I say now in the third example, if I say make a matrix A which is containing a Jordan block that is a J42. So this is a block of size 4, right, with the lambda equals to 2. So if you're thinking that the second one and the third one are same, no, they are not the same, because now if you consider this one, so see, just see to it. So this will be a block of size 4 cross 4, right, and the diagonal entries will be 2 2 2 2, right. Super diagonal we will be having 1 1 1, right, rest others 0. So you can clearly see that these two matrices, they are not equal, right. You can see that here in this matrix the entries are 0 0 0 0, whereas in this one we have a 1 here and here we have a 0, so they are different. So if any one of you is thinking that if I am considering a matrix A which is having two Jordan blocks, that is J22 J22, right, and if I say we have again a matrix A prime which is J42, so mind it, A is not equal to A prime, so they are totally different, so they are not equal, right. So that is how the Jordan blocks of any size, they are represented. Now the main question here is how to find a Jordan canonical form. So the question is how to find Jordan canonical form. So that is the question of importance, right? So for this, let me to consider a very basic example. Let me to consider a 4 cross 4 matrix. So a very familiar matrix. If you have watched all my previous videos, I have been using this example many a times. This is a rank 1 matrix, right? So the first step which you have to follow is, firstly you have to calculate the eigenvalues. So the solution, so we are discussing how to find the Jordan canonical form, right? And this is any matrix that is of size 4 cross 4. So the first step, as I have told, you should find the eigenvalues. So clearly the eigenvalues are, so this, since this is a rank 1 matrix, so the eigenvalues will be trace, that is a 4, and rest of the eigenvalues will be 0 0 0. So these are the short tricks which I have already explained in the previous video lectures. Link added in the description. So the next step will be find out the AM and GM. Again, I will be using the short tricks to calculate the AM and GM. So it is my kind request that if you have not watched my previous video lectures, go back, watch those lectures and learn how to calculate AM and GM in less than 1 minute. So clearly lambda equals to 4 and the other one is a lambda equals to 0. So corresponding to lambda equals to 4, we have a AM that is equal to 1, and whenever AM is 1, we know that GM is always 1, right? And when lambda equals to 0, so AM is 3, and what is the GM? So the GM can be calculated as n minus rank of A minus 0 into I. So that is a rank of A only, and what is the rank of A? That is a 1. And what is the order? That is a 4. So 4 minus 3, that is 1. So the AM corresponding to 0 is 3 and the GM is also 3. Can I say the matrix is diagonalizable? Yes, it is diagonalizable. So that is just for your sake of completion. So the above matrix is diagonalizable. Whenever we have to, now the third step is the most important step. That is, in the third step we are going to learn how to find the Jordan canonical forms now. So for lambda equals to 4, the AM is equal to the GM, right? So definitely we will have a block that is a J and lambda, right, where lambda is the eigenvalue. So for corresponding to lambda equals to 4, we will have 4 only. And what will be the size? Now what is, how we will decide this n? So the n will be decided using the previous concept, right? That is, you have to make the partitions of the AM. So the partitions of AM is nothing but 1, and you have to find only the one partition, that is a 1 only. So the n corresponding to this will be 1. Now if I consider lambda equals to 0, right? So what are the partitions of 3? So we already know partition of 3 are 3, 2 plus 1, 1 plus 1 plus 1. And now I have to consider the partition which is corresponding to the GM. So corresponding to GM is 3, and what are the partitions corresponding to 3? That is a 1 plus 1 plus 1. So it means the Jordan blocks, right? So that is a J and lambda, where lambda is now 0. So corresponding to lambda equals to 0, what are the Jordan blocks? So we'll say J0 of size 1, fine, comma J0 again of size 1, comma J0 of again size 1. Fine with this, right? So that is the short trick to calculate the Jordan canonical blocks, right? So we have the three blocks of size 1 1 1, right, and another block that is corresponding to lambda equals to 4, again of size 1. So you can easily write it down. That is, we have the first block j14, the second block that is j10, the third block again j10, and the last block that is a j10. Rest other entries are 0, right? Now you can easily expand also. So what is j14? So that is nothing but 4. Here it is 0, again 0 0, the rest others are 0, right? So the matrix which I have written, so this is a matrix A, that is all the entries are 1, and this matrix B, let me to call it as B, so A is similar to B. You can easily see what is the trace of B. The trace of B is 4. What is the trace of A? Again 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is 4. What is the determinant of A? That is 0. What is the determinant of this? That is again 0, right? So is B diagonalizable? Yes, it is diagonalizable. Is A diagonalizable? Yes, it is diagonalizable. See, all the properties will be matching up here, right? Now, the most important fact which I want to tell you here is you can also comment on the diagonalizability also. So as we have seen that AM is also equal to GM, but now we are capable to calculate the JCFs also, that is the Jordan canonical forms. So can I say a matrix is diagonalizable if the number of Jordan blocks is equal to the order of matrix? Since this, in this question, how many number of Jordan blocks you have calculated? So the total number of Jordan blocks which were calculated in this question were 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, which is equal to the size of the matrix, that is a 4. So whenever the number of Jordan blocks is equal to the size of the matrix is always diagonalizable. Again, a very strong result, if and only if, right? And we have verified in this example also. So let me to write the result for the sake of completion. So the result says A is diagonalizable if and only if the number of Jordan blocks in the Jordan canonical form of A is equal to the order of a matrix A. So that is the beauty of this Jordan canonical form, that using the concept of Jordan canonical form, you can also comment on the diagonalizability also. And mind it is if and only if. So again, a very, very strong result. Now let me to take one more example. So if I consider the matrix 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, right? 3, 3, 3, 3, and again that is a minus 6, minus 6, minus 6, minus 6. So again, this is a rank 1 matrix. So what are the eigenvalues? So the eigenvalues will be the trace. So what is the trace? That is a 0 only, and rest of the eigenvalues will be 0, right? So that is the trick which we have already learned in the previous video lectures. So the eigenvalues are nothing but 0, 0, 0, 0. What is the AM? AM is 4. What is GM? So GM is n. What is n? 4 minus the rank of A minus 0. So what is the rank of A matrix? So that is the rank 1 matrix. It equals to 3. 4 minus 1 equals to 3. Clearly AM is not equal to GM, so this matrix is not diagonalizable. But let me to see what are the Jordan blocks and how can I check the diagonalizability using the JCF. So the simple concept. So you have to make the partitions of 4, right? And you have to choose the 3 partitions of the 4, right? So what are that? So can I say that is nothing but 2 plus 1 plus 1, right? So we will be having corresponding to lambda equals to 0, a block of size 2, a block of size 1, a block of size 1. So how many number of blocks? 1, 2 and 3. And what is the size of matrix? That is a 4. So clearly they are not equal, hence the matrix is not diagonalizable, right? So that is the beauty of this Jordan canonical form. And let me to quickly write down what will be the Jordan canonical form. So if I say B is the Jordan canonical form of the above matrix, so it will have a block that is J20, then J10, J10. Mind it, these blocks will always occur in the diagonal, always, right? And what will be the size of this matrix? Again, 4 cross 4. So now let me to take a very important question. So that is let A be a matrix such that the characteristic polynomial corresponding to this matrix A is given to me as x minus 8 whole raised to power 4 into x minus 9 whole raised to power 3. The minimal corresponding to this is, that is a x minus 8 square multiplied with x minus 9 square. Now you have to find the Jordan canonical form using the given information. First of all, seeing the characteristic polynomial, I can tell that what will be the size of this matrix. Clearly the size of the matrix will be 7 cross 7, right? That will be 7 cross 7. Fine. Another thing which I can comment looking at the characteristic polynomial is, we have two eigenvalues, that is lambda equals to 8 and the other one, that is a lambda equals to 9. So the last one, that is a am corresponding to 8 is 4 and the am corresponding to 9 is 3. That are the observation which I can make from the characteristic polynomial. Now how can I use this minimal? So using the minimal I can comment on the GMs, right? But for that you should be very much familiar with the concept of the GM, right? How the minimal is calculated. So let me to recall, whenever we have to calculate the minimal, right? Always we were making the partitions. Let us take for lambda equals to 8. We were supposed to make the partitions corresponding to 4, right? And the minimal will occur, right, in the partitions such that the maximum size is 2, right? So 2 will definitely come. And what are the other possibilities? So in order to complete 4, so it will be 1 1, or the other one, that is a 2 plus 2. Now if the first possibility has been chosen, so in that case what would have been the GM? 3. And in the second case what would have been the GM? That is a 2. Similar concept will be used up here. So AM is 3, so make the partitions corresponding to 3. And now you have to look into the minimal, and minimal is already containing square, so square will definitely come. So the other possibility is nothing but 1. So clearly the GM corresponding to this will be 2, right? So that is the beauty of the characteristic polynomial and minimal polynomial. So if you are having a characteristic polynomial and minimal polynomial, you can calculate the lambdas, you can calculate the AM, you can calculate the GM, and if you have AM, if you have GM, if you have lambda, so you have the JCF. So let us look into how to calculate the JCF now. So for lambda equals to 8, AM is 4. So basically now we have two choices, if GM is 2 or if GM is 3. So if the GM is 2, so you have to make the two partitions of 4, so that is a 2 plus 2. So the Jordan blocks corresponding to this will be, that is a J to 8 comma J to 8, and corresponding to lambda equals to 3, so what it will be, so you have to make the three partitions of 4, so that is a 2 plus 1 plus 1. So the Jordan blocks corresponding to this will be J to 8, right, J 1 8 and J 1 8. Fine with this? Now corresponding to lambda equals to 9, so corresponding to lambda equals to 9, so we have seen the AM is 3, right, you can see here, so the AM is 3, the GM was 2, so you have to make the partitions of 3, right, such that it is split into two parts, so that it will be 2 plus 1, right? So what will be the Jordan block corresponding to this? So that will be the J of size 2, right, and the lambda is 9 comma J1. So now let me to consider the first case. So when I am using these blocks, so if I use these blocks, so what it will be? So that is a J28, J28, right? Then it's a J29, and the last one, that is a J19. So let me to write down here J19. So that is the first block, or the second one is using these blocks along with this block. So corresponding to this, the matrix which will be formed, that is these are the two possibilities. So whenever the question will come in the exam, so they will always ask the possibilities. So we'll find the possibilities of JCF, because either we can have the first one or the second one. So these are the possibilities. Fine. I hope you have enjoyed this video session, and I hope you have learned the concept to calculate the Jordan canonical form in a very less time. So I hope you have enjoyed this session. For more such videos, do subscribe to my YouTube channel and do not forget to press the bell icon. Thank you so much students for watching the video. Thank you.